less than 1 minute away from the eclipse crossing over Torreon, Mexico. Gina, how fast is this moon shadow moving right now?
I mean, it's flying. It's going about 1,900 miles per hour as we're chasing it across the U.S.
That is incredible. And so, you know, in Mazatlan, we were able to see the diamond ring effect.
That's right. It was beautiful.
So hopefully we'll be able to see that in Torreon right now.
Yeah, we're watching that live feed.
Yes, just to see this sliver crossing over the moon.
That's right. We're getting so close there. Hopefully we'll see that diamond ring too.
Wow. Look at this. And so we're about 10 seconds away.
Here we go.
Let's take it in. Wow. What a spectacular.
It's going into totality.
Wow. There you have it. We are in.
Yep, that diamond ring came through, and we see a little bit of those Bailey beads too as we're looking at it. Those kind of the lights trickling through around the surface of the moon, coming through the peaks and valleys.
So what are we viewing on the left-hand side? This almost pink color effect.
Right, and so as we just heard from the last totality, you know, these pink fingers are popping out a little bit, and those are those solar prominences. They're appearing pink because of the helium rich, but we can see it. Let's focus on the corona here, that glow that we're getting, and we can see basically these streams that are coming out, a lot of that energy and brightness that we do not have the ability to see on a day-to-day basis. So with this total eclipse, we're able to see that corona nice and bright coming through in Torreon.
That is just a magical view. Oh my goodness.
It is.
Gina, okay, and so we've got so many questions coming in online right now.
To shreds, you say.
Our first one is going to be from Justin, who wants to know, right now we are seeing a pretty clear and spectacular view of a total solar eclipse.
Yes.
But Justin wants to know, what will it look like if it's clouded over?
Right, so the view that we're getting right now, you won't be able to see that if it's clouded over, but you will have effects going on, right? You'll get a change in the temperature, so the temperature will drop. It'll still get darker as well.
It's already getting dark here in Kerrville.
I mean, we have some cloud coverage, right? And we're feeling a little extra wind. It's noticeably darker despite the clouds that we have, so you'll get some of those environmental effects, even if it's cloudy where you are.
And so a great follow-up, we've got Halloween Ghoul on YouTube who wants to know, again, will the temperature change during totality? Which I know you mentioned that it will get a little bit cooler.
Yes.
But do you know about how many degrees we can expect?
Yeah, it depends on the location, the humidity, multiple factors, but it can change by about 10 degrees or so, depending where you are, maybe even a little bit more than that. And, we're feeling a little chilly kind of where we're sitting compared to what it was earlier. And, I mean, I'm just staring at this view of totality that we have in Torreon.
So we're about halfway through totality right now in Torreon, Mexico. And again, I know folks said that this is almost double totality than 2017, right?
That's right. And so in 2017, we had a little more than 2 minutes. So we're lucky enough this time that we have over 4 minutes in some places too.
This is so beautiful. And so our next question from Sibel on Instagram wants to know, why is the sun more active right now?
So the sun is more active because we have an 11-year solar cycle. The sun goes from solar maximum to solar minimum, where it's changing its level of activity. Oh, and as you're seeing the screen, so I see in the bottom right there, we can see that prominence extending out. And as we heard earlier in Mazatlan, that is potentially the beginning of space weather activity. So we're talking about solar maximum.
So y'all know we had to kick off
see any of that space weather activity
and be excited about
the total solar eclipse. This is the time to do it. So let's watch
the eclipse. Like that wasn't a choice, man.
Other locations too, and maybe
we had to come and check it out.
Some of these features change for us.
That is so beautiful.
We had to kick it off with this.
And so Gina, too,
what happened with Fortnite?
We're in a higher cycle.
What happened with Fortnite? I missed something.
How many years, is that fluctuation?
Right. The solar cycle goes on for 11 years when it peaks in activity.
We had to stop in. Look at this, man. This is awesome. Look at this. Now, mind you, it is not this fancy here. It's not going to be that fancy here for another 20 minutes. But trust, I'm going to be stepping away from the computer when it happens because we got to do it.
Who wants to know which other planets have the best eclipses?
Nah, send us Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
we will not be calling that X. No, thank you.
let's talk about Mars for the fact that Mars does have eclipses when the moon crosses in front of Mars. Mars has 2 moons, and the rovers on the surface have captured images of those.
But no other planet has a view quite like this, right?
Nope, that is special for us. Just the distance and the size of the moon makes it such that it will completely block the sun as it's doing today.
Especially in Germany, had eclipses.
And
wait, you can't see it in Germany?
There's that diamond ring effect as we are coming out of totality.
That's awesome.
What an incredible!
Wow, it's a bright one too. Look at that.
Is a bright
That's
one.
awesome.
So is this is what, a Bailey's bead, or?
So that's going to be that diamond ring. Just how bright it is. Bailey beads are a little bit smaller as they
All right.
kind of bubble over the surface, but
We
folks
don't
who are
need
in that location
chat.
should have those safety viewing glasses back on so that they can now view the partial eclipse that they are experiencing.
We had to kick off
And you know,
with looking at the
next time
eclipse.
we see this eclipse, it's going to be right here in Kerrville, Texas.
Hey.
So, folks, the countdown is on. We've got about until we see this with our own eyes.
You can hear people
Yes, big moment right here in Kerrville. For now, let's check back in with Lauren at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Thanks to Hero, we are getting close to eclipse ourselves, but for now, we have a very special guest, NASA's very own Pam Melroy, Deputy Administrator and former astronaut.
All right, so I unlocked the slugger. I had to. I gotta see what it feels like. Next. Spray and pray, fam. We need 100 medals so we can get this breaker spray and pay. It's a lot of medals. In the meantime, we do have the slugger. I do like the sickle. Problematic. But the slugger does more damage. Higher capacity, that recoil is far worse. The fire rate is cheeks. So I may take this in for a mission. Because apparently I hate myself. Like, apparently I dislike me. Worth it. Worth it. All right, it's time to hit ourselves back into the joy that is Helldivers. We haven't played Helldivers in like a week, maybe something like that. So let's get back to it. Actually, let me adjust this real quick. I feel like my gate is a little high. That should be a little bit better. Because I feel like I'm saying words and some of them words not coming through. Hurts a little bit. So, adjusted. Yay, yay, yay. Good to go. All right. Wait a minute. I thought I could have sworn I just double-clicked the slugger to equip it. There we go. Now, I don't think I've taken this fully automatic sub-pistol off yet. Except for playing around with the center a little bit. Because this thing is accurate. This thing is disrespectfully accurate. It makes me very happy. Very, very happy indeed. All right. So, gear-wise, engineering kit, light armor, get that speed. Of course, there's a thick cloud over South Central Texas right now. Right? Of course, it would show up right when we would prefer it to not be. What up, Azrael? How you doing? Really, helmets? I really want that helmet, man. I can't wait to glue this helmet together. I have some pieces that I need to finish to, there's one specific thing that I have to get that I can't get yet. But once I do, it's on. Technically, it's 2 things. The one thing I need to get is there is a 2mm rod that I have that is going to connect the 2 parts to the wings. But yeah, it's like a 2 millimeter rod that I'm going to need to connect the top and bottom of these to make sure that they stay connected. And then
we build the helmet, and then we build it.
Let's see, other than not looking at the Eclipse because it said cloud cover, I'm all right. How about yourself? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, fam. Got this helmet printed. Like it's not like this part is gold still. So it's not perfect compared to this, but it's close in my opinion. But yeah, this part is gold. This part is gold. This whole part, the upper part and the lower part is gold. I did not print this in gold just because it would have made the print longer, and I did not know if I would be able to get gold filament in time. So yeah, that's gold. These are all black though. And I got it right now. I gotta wait for the 2 millimeter rod so I can finish connecting these parts of the wings, right? Because there's 2 separate pieces. And there's also the visor buck that I have, so that I can put the visor in place. And to get the visor buck, I have to make a vacuum sealing box. So I have a vacuum on the way, but I have to build the box so that everything can work. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun time to get it done. But in the meantime, we got bugs to smash. Anybody trying to hop in that's a sub that's already on the friends list, you already know what it is. Hop on in, fam. I already picked up the 2 new weps that they announced not long ago. I need 5 of the extra fancy samples. I'm gonna get the 7 regular samples. I'm gonna get those. But we need these because I want to fill up one of these whole sections. Ooh, we could complete this. Decreases cooldown for all backpack stratagems by 10%. Does it not cost anything? I don't see any prices. What happens when the bugs are gone? That's a great question, Raven. Okay, so it's a lie. It's a lie. It is a lie. The expansion is not here for me. I don't appreciate that flipping lying. But yeah, so apparently we completed the last major order. With them automatons eradicated and terminates contained, the time has come to work towards a more prosperous future for all citizens. To that end, construction of new, safer, and more efficient E710 farms, aka oil, will soon commence. On these farms, terminates will be raised in spacious enclosures and enriched with state-of-the-art nutritional supplements under careful supervision.
You gotta tell Diddy you don't want to party.
Diddy gonna want to party, and you got to tell him no. What up, Grim? Operation Swift Disassembly successful. The automaton threat has been fully eradicated from our galaxy. Our citizens are safe, our heroic fallen avenged. With the bots eradicated and buds contained, the galaxy is free once more. The supposed threat posed by the so-called reclamation can be considered fully ended. Out of abundance of caution, SEAF teams will continue to search what remains of the automaton facilities and servers for any additional intelligence. The factories on Tibet have been destroyed. Now the enemy will be forced to distribute their existing forces more thinly, lowering their planetary resistance. The automatons are beginning to crumble. Keep up the attack. Do not believe that the automatons are fully going. Come on. I mean, nobody does. Also, even if we read this, to that end, construction of new, safer, more efficient E710 farms will soon commence. On these farms, terminals will be raised in spacious enclosures and enriched with state-of-the-art nutritional supplements, all under careful supervision. Now, we already know that Super Earth scientists, what Super Earth scientists do to contain determinants. It's happened on every planet where we have contained terminates. Every planet where we have contained terminates has resulted in terminate escapes. So minimum, we're going to have terminate escapes. But also, since we think that we have them enclosed, what's that state-of-the-art nutritional supplement going to be? Oh, Anti-Graven, there is another faction if we're going off of the original game. Helldivers was 1, had another faction. So, yeah, I'm imagining that we're just going to get an introduction to that faction at minimum.
The Galactic War waits for
and I fully expect that we're going to get another faction.
Helldiver?
Cyborgs eliminate. Right. I've heard about the cyborgs, but I didn't know if the cyborgs were actually an enemy in the first game because I, again, never played it. But I know the Illuminate exist, and the Illuminates are an actual alien civilization from what I keep hearing. But yeah. What up, Robbie? I'm doing well. How about yourself? How are you? Bama llama, ding dong. All right, fam, we are 10 minutes away from the eclipse, heading to where I can see it outside. I got my eclipse glasses right here. I got my glasses right here. Like the head, here you go. Wow. There you go. So am I saying it right? Is it Rob V or is it Rob 6? Explains why it's dark AF here. I mean, fair. Eclipse, when you cover up the sun with the moon, it is dark during the daytime. Also, it is when
the Fire Nation attacks.
Like we gotta attack the Fire Nation. 10 minutes. If you know, you know. All right. Do I want this fit? Info. Higher armor rating, so it's just high armor. Higher armor than standard, like light armor. That helmet is dumb. It's giving real big Optimus Prime energy. If you want to see it, here it is. That gives big Optimus Prime energy, in my opinion. Fire Nation weakest during Black Sun. Yerp. It's Rob V, not the 6. Okay, cool. Is it V or Vi? You can tell people's age whether or not they make jokes about buying strange plants, acquiring superpowers, or attacking the Fire Nation today, right? I mean, I have heard things about it, buying the strange plants. I've seen that as well. I have heard the heroes, like intro sound in my head multiple times. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Eclipse is also a great Aegis stealth torpedo bomber. True facts. If they don't put that on sale today, missed opportunity. Matter of fact, hold on. Hold on. If they don't have the Eclipse on sale, hugely missed opportunity. Like, for real, for real. How? There's... How? Tell me that's not a missed opportunity. At minimum, give it to everybody to fly today. It's just via article. Is that Steam? Yes. Caution, too fat to run, we'll fight back. When I wear heavy armor in Helldivers too. That sounds about right. I would like this armor. It is pretty impressive. What I would most like to do with this armor is to rock it in a cosplay. Like, cosplaying this at a con would be... This just looks good. Just looks super cool. Also, the pauldrons are gigantic. That's at least 2 prints. Probably 4. Like, unless we can split it right down here. I don't think there's a Y split that you can make in the slicers. You'd wear it around the house. I mean, yeah, but it's a lot to put on to wear around the house. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a lot to put on. When's the next TwitchCon? And will you attend it in North America? I believe I am intending to get to it. It is like November-ish? Sometime this year. I've been to every TwitchCon save for the panoramic TwitchCon. Like, I was not there. I feel like the first time they just didn't have one. And then when it did come back, I was like, nah, I'm good. All right, so we're on hard. We have essential personnel to save. Anybody wants to hop in can do it. I don't even want to start this until we get done with the Eclipse. We've got Rob Rocky with the 48 months of sub support.
This is the way.
Appreciate you, fam. Welcome back. Thank you for the follow. Hey, make the great with the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, snap. Cypher's here. What up, Cypher? Also, apparently people liked me streaming the Eclipse more than my face over on TikTok. Funny. Dark Legion Mage, 57 months of it. Appreciate ya.
This is the way.
It's a long time, fam. Thank you. Thank you much. You know, I haven't actually made the announcement about the partnerversary. What are words? Nah, it's just the bot not being open, man. I'm sorry, dog. Like, I'm trying to not use that bot, so we need to just like tomorrow get in here and just like switch over a bunch of the fucking commands. Because streamer bot is just doing so much more work than the others. Because if it works, what I'm about to try, if it works, it's thanks to Grim and Gale level. I feel like it's Gale level. Let me look it up, make sure I'm not a liar. Let me make sure I'm not a liar. Ignore that I was playing Stardew Valley, because I wasn't. Well, I was, but I got frustrated. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Clip that. Clip that.
Stream clip successful.
There it is. So, pretty sure that saved the clip. So let's check. Because the idea that I can just like voice chat and then save clips without having to hope that somebody took a good clip.
Allied destroyer has joined
It's like, man, I hope somebody did it. Like, no, just let me do a thing. See what happens. And one of them saved. One of them. What are words? Clip that. The regular one saved. The vertical one didn't, which is rude, really.
This is the way.
It is the way. Let me double check and make sure that it is.
This is the way.
We sorted by date. Oh, it might be a different folder. Let me check. It might be a different folder. Yep. Different folder entirely. And in here. Sort by date. Ascending. Nope. Close. No cigar. As a matter of fact, let me double check. Oh, the backtrack's not on. Boom. Let me make sure it's always on. And then I'll try it again because I feel like it should be good now. Happy Monday. Appreciate you. Happy Monday right back. Why is it stuttering? How dare you? Clip that.
Stream clip successful.
All right, I'm watching the vertical folder. Watching the vertical folder. All right, it's time for me to step out. Because there it is. It's happening. All right, I'm going to tab out. And then we're going to go to the page. I'm coming. And then I'm going to show you so you can see it while I'm seeing it. Actually, let me get out of full screen. But I'm not missing this. So, Burb.
Great opportunity to do genuine science with just an audio recorder.
Fantastic. So we are almost like, let's see, a few minutes away. So minute 30 out, I think, actually. So let's have a look at the eclipse. Michael, what should we expect to see moments before totality?
Okay, so as we approach totality, you're going to see that crescent sun slowly drift away, and then you're going to see the Bailey's beads, where there are these bright points of light that are last bits of sunlight cascading through the moon valleys, and then right before totality, you'll see a diamond ring, that last single point of light, and then we'll be in totality. We just have a thumbnail of sun left. We are closing in on totality here.
Wow, we see a slither of the sun left. Remember, you can only take your safety glasses off when the moon has completely covered the sun, and in Dallas, Texas, we are seconds away.
Oh my goodness, I can feel my heart racing. You can hear the crowd getting excited. The birds are chirping, and they seem like they're going into their nighttime routines.
Wow. So we are a few seconds away. You can hear the crowds cheering.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely ecstatic.
The darkness is coming over Dallas.
Here we are. Just a few seconds left.
10 seconds.
Woo. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, we are 5 seconds away from totality.
One little bit. It's totally dark here. Deep twilight around here.
Wow. You can hear the crowds.
So the last bit of lights, and we're in totality. Oh my God. That is absolutely breathtaking.
Oh my God, Michael. How are you feeling right now?
I am just awestruck. I mean, there's a few high clouds, but the beauty of the corona is clearly visible. You can see that spiky structure just poking out. It is heart-stoppingly beautiful.
Oh my goodness, I have tears in my eyes. I was not expecting this.
This is one of those experiences that you just never forget. I feel so special to be right here, right now, experiencing it, and knowing that people literally across the nation are doing the same thing it's truly amazing.
Let's take a moment to take it all in. This is absolutely breathtaking.
Wow. You can see that spiky structure of the corona. That's indicative of our approach to solar maximum. That asymmetrical nature of the corona happens when we're in solar maximum, and that's going to be happening in about a few months from now. So that means that this view of the corona will never happen again, ever. This is a completely unique view that even if you see a million solar eclipses, you'll never quite see one like this.
So, Michael, you study the sun. What is it like to see the corona that you don't normally see?
I mean, I just, there are no words. I spend my life studying this thing, and to be able to see it and feel it is, I mean, it's just tremendous. You can see a prominence in the chromosphere, the middle atmosphere of the sun. It's a pink spot, and that pink loop is what I spent 5 years doing a dissertation on. that one little pink loop, and it's just, it makes it all feel like it's in perspective now.
I can't believe how clearly I can see those pink loops and the structures in the corona.
We can see a few planets out as well. They're brightly shining in the sky, and actually there's a plane racing across the shadow as we speak as well.
And I just want to take a moment to say huge thanks to our telescope operator, Vanessa Thomas, for providing these views. This is just so stunning.
People are applauding here, as you can hear. I mean, I think everyone here is getting exactly what they came for, which is just that sense of your place in the universe. This is our closest star, and being able to see the star like this is truly special.
Okay, we have 1 minute left of totality.
Oh, the time just passes way too quickly.
The next eclipse won't happen across the US for another 20 years, so this really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Our friends up in Alaska will see their next eclipse in 2033, so I am like already thinking I need to go there. I mean, it's just it doesn't matter what I need to do. I just have to go there.
Wow. So we're 30 seconds out. So right before totality ends, our telescope operator Vanessa is going to put the solar filter back on. But let's just cherish these last few moments of totality in Dallas, Texas. Michael, what will happen right before totality ends?
So as totality is ending, we'll go through the process in reverse. You'll see maybe a diamond ring, a few Bailey speeds as the sun creeps out of totality, and then we're going to go back into a crescent sun again. Okay, there's a diamond ring again. So
okay.
Time to put your glasses back on.
Sun glasses back. Eclipse glasses back on.
It's coming back.
Wow. Wow, the slither of the sun.
And you can see shadow bands on the ground right now. It looks like it's almost raining, or you can see those shadow bands racing across the ground as we come back in out of totality.
Wow. Whew. Oh my goodness, Michael, that was amazing. I was not expecting to feel so emotional. I still have tears in my eyes.
I mean, it just grabs you. I mean, it is unlike anything else. It's as amazing as seeing anything in the natural universe. Yeah, like I said, there are no words.
Michael, thank you so much for being with us in this very, very, very special moment.
I feel honored to be here. We truly are in a special place in the entire universe right here, and I'm just so happy to share it with you.
So now let's head back to James at NASA's Kennedy Space Center, who's with the Eclipse Moon. He's tracking the shadow moving across the US. James, how are things looking on your end?
Yeah, wow, Joy and Michael, really cool view there. It's insane to see just how dark it gets. It's literally like nighttime there. You can hear the birds chirping in that shot as well, and the gardens, absolutely beautiful. We got a bunch coming up in just a few moments here. Our next Eclipse path target here for the NASA broadcast is in Russellville, Arkansas. They're going to have a long window too, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. They're expecting that totality kickoff at 1:50:05 to be exact. Again, you can continue to track this with our Eclipse tool here. This is at go.nasa.gov/Eclipse Explorer. And you can see just how quickly it's moving. I'm playing this in real time. You can see that shadow is already moving very quickly to the northeast. And the fun isn't just for our friends on the path of totality, and there are a lot of people on that path of totality. About 31 million people reside somewhere on that path of totality. But there's a lot of people obviously outside of that path as well too. If I put on this overlay here for the percent coverage, a lot of folks, us included here in Florida, are experiencing that partial eclipse. As always, if you are in a partial eclipse, be sure to be wearing those eclipse glasses to protect your eyesight as you're viewing it. But you can see these bands here are greater than 75% view. So say you're watching up in, I don't know, Milwaukee here, for example. You've got a great view, almost 100% coverage. You're not quite at totality. 89.4%. Looks like you got good cloud cover there. 20% cloud cover. So hopefully you got a nice view up there as well too. I've also put on this overlay here to show you just the amount of the duration of totality. You see a lot of our places are within this middle band right here that are getting more than 4 minutes. It may seem like a lot of time, but as you've seen just how quickly that can go by. Michael sounds like he wrote his whole dissertation, a 5-year piece on those just few moments there. This just passes so quickly. And again, if you miss this, the next time you're going to have to wait for this in the US is not going to be until 2045. So again, make sure you're previewing exactly when to expect that peak time of coverage wherever you are in our path of totality or even outside of that path of totality. So a lot coming up very soon. Again, our friends in Russellville look like they have great coverage there as well too. Only 9% cloud cover, so hopefully they're getting a really nice view. But let's check in with Jasmine up there to see. Hopefully you're looking good for there. How's it looking up in your way up in Russellville?
Everything is looking absolutely fabulous here in Russellville. We could not have asked for better weather. So we are back here in the downtown depot area, and joining us now is heliophysics expert Dr. Patrick Kane, all the way from DC. How are you feeling about your very first total solar eclipse?
I'm incredibly excited. As I'm watching all of the changes, there go the crowd. As I'm watching all of the changes, I'm thinking back to the textbooks that I've read, and this is, so it was all academic before. This is no longer academic.
Yeah, so the feeling is very different than what we might read in a textbook. Patrick, just explain, describe the atmosphere around us as it's changing.
Right now, as I'm looking around, of course, the temperature has been falling for the last 20 or 30 minutes, but the light is dimming, and it's dimming faster and faster and faster. It seems like it's accelerating. The crowd is definitely getting excited. I'm looking around the ground to see if I see the shadow snakes. I don't, but this is just really exciting.
It really is. Honestly, like you said, we're feeling that cooler weather.
Yeah.
The crowd behind us just erupted. We're also feeling them fall a little bit quieter, too. So we're going to take a beat of silence as we get into totality. I think we're less than about 15 seconds away. So we're going to also look over our shoulder with our solar eclipse glasses still on until we are in totality. Here we go. Just a sliver of the sun left.
Crowd's getting excited.
The crowd, yeah, all around us, completely electric.
Going. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Here we are.
Here we go.
And the crowd goes wild.
Oh my.
Wow.
We got some Bailey's beads. Oh,
absolutely stunning.
That is spectacular. We see Venus over to the side there.
And Patrick, it came and went so quickly, but we did see a diamond ring at the very beginning there. Can you describe to us what is that?
Sure. That diamond ring effect is due to the moon not being perfectly smooth. It's got mountains, it's got valleys. So just like here on Earth, when we see a sunrise or a sunset through a valley, we just watched a sunset through a valley on the moon.
Absolutely stunning.
Oh my.
So you said we could see one planet. I see it right there in the sky. Can we see any others as we're looking up?
Yeah, we've got Venus on the over to one side. We've got Jupiter up here. to the left of the sun. And there's the corona.
Absolutely beautiful.
That is spectacular.
Now, you also said that this is happening during what we're calling a solar maximum. Now, Patrick, does that mean that the sun is stronger right now than normal?
Not so much stronger, just more dynamic. It's changing a lot. During solar maximum, the magnetic field on the sun is more chaotic, it's more disorganized. So you see more random directions for the jets of gas leaving the sun.
Right.
That is spectacular. We can see a stream.
All right, we are reaching that halfway mark already, 2 minutes into totality.
There's even just a hint of a diamond ring down at the bottom.
I can see it. Yeah, we're looking at a diamond ring from Arkansas, the Diamond State. Now, Patrick, of course, as we've been talking about it, this is part of what we are calling the heliophysics big year. You are a heliophysics extraordinaire all the way from Washington, D.C. So what does that mean?
Okay, so the heliophysics big year started out in October of last year with the annular eclipse. And of course, we take a pause here in the middle to watch this particular eclipse, but then it will end on December 24th of 2024 when Parker Solar Probe passes as close as it's ever going to get to the surface of the sun within 9 solar radii.
Oh, wow. And I'm sure that means a lot to you because you worked on Parker Solar Probe about 20 years ago during its inception. So tell us a little bit more about that.
I worked on a concept study for Parker Solar Probe back when I was a graduate student in around 2002 or so. And back then, the idea was for it to actually dive into the sun rather than orbit the sun. So it was going to be a sun dive.
Wow, that is fabulous. This must be a very full circle moment for you, right, Patrick?
This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. And that diamond ring has been Wait a minute. That's pink. What we are actually seeing is down into the chromosphere now of the sun. We're seeing a little bit deeper than the corona. I believe it's because of the pinkish color. We're looking down into the chromosphere, which is the next layer of the atmosphere of the sun down.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh my God.
This is like nothing we have ever seen here in Arkansas and like nothing we will see for the next 2 decades, right, Patrick?
That's right. It's going to be 21 years before we see it again here. 2045.
All right, so as we are starting to exit totality, of course, we're going to be very careful with our eyes if needed. We're going to put those solar glasses back on, of course. And the crowd just erupting, falling quiet again as they watch this magnificent moment take place.
I am actually seeing bats flitting through the air.
Oh, wow. Well, we will be very careful then.
Well, yeah.
And why is that, Patrick? Again, those nocturnal animals are coming out, right?
As far as they're concerned, it's nighttime. It's time to feed. So they're coming out to feed on all the mosquitoes we've been swatting.
Okay, got it. We'll be very careful for all those nocturnal critters around us right now.
All right. We are getting closer. Get ready to put those glasses back on.
All right. We're putting those glasses back on. The crowd is... Oh, wow. A second diamond ring seen from right here in Arkansas. The diamond
All right, fam. We back. Did anybody get superpowers?
Stunning.
Who got superpowers? Somebody here got superpowers. The ratio for superpowers. It's too many shows with superpowers coming from the eclipses to not have somebody in here with superpowers. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Let me check my keybinds real quick. Hotkeys. Check the hotkeys. Check the hotkeys. Yeah. Clip that.
Stream clip successful.
Was it though? Was it though? Refresh. I don't believe you. You need more people. Interesting. It's like not. Like the first one worked. The other two have not. I don't know how offended I should be at that. Nice, Millennium. Glad to hear that, fam. Yeah, super loans debt. Or super student loan debt.
I'm in your house.
I'm in your postcode. Alright, let's go do this mission. I can float, I think. Nice. Superpower is bitter and crankiness. I mean, that's a solid superpower, to be fair.
Magic.
Huh?
Magic community, man. They didn't get my Berserk reference.
Orbit synchronized.
I got the magic in me. Not just the portal of hell open up. I mean, sometimes. Hopefully not, but I mean, it happens. Stranger things have happened, you know what I'm saying? Let me get the airburst strike. And then... It's cool to be part of the squad of Helldivers. I mean, yeah. Like, subs have access. So if you were trying to hop in, it's a good time to do it. Rail cannon strike. There we go. And then we get the shield. And then... This is just
one of those defend, get the people
Yeah,
out.
I'm just trying to figure out what options I want to take. I think I'm still going to go with the expendable and a tank. I feel like once I started doing that, it just has been my choice.
I'm just saying, because you could, you know, potentially blow up somebody.
Yeah, but I'm using... Hold on. I know you probably listening to the stream, but I'm going to finish pouring this zero into my adult sippy cup. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. I don't even know what I was saying no more, but what up? Oh, you were saying something about like I could potentially blow up civvies?
Yes, sir.
There's always a potential outcome. Birds didn't start flying backwards. The power grid's still up. That was disappointing. I mean, for Texas, the power grid remaining live is a superpower in and of itself. Texas's power grid goes out if somebody sneezes on the third day of the week at 7:15 p.m. Like, that's just how Texas operates. You know, I should probably calm this down. How dare you? Stu's still alive? Chill out.
Bug tunnel breach. Reloading. Requesting tac.
That's a decent speed of fire. I was concerned it was gonna be slower than that. It actually keeps me from just bucking too many shots. Slows me down a little bit. Like, calm it down, self. Now this reload though, that's unacceptable. How are you still here? Damn it. Yeah, it was like super weird outside. Lisa's slowly getting amped up for the eclipse. I hadn't really cared since I was a kid. Only for the thick, massive cloud would ruin the day. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Our clouds like separated just long enough for us to actually see what was happening. But the clouds were in fact disrespectful, but like, I am sorry to hear that that it took all that time and you didn't even get to see good. That sucks. Get up! Oh man, this is a good bad place to be. Just naming it can make it fall. Fail. I mean, that's fair. It is Texas. It is Texas. And yes, the freedom is righteous. Lights did dip a bit. Our street lights came on. You said what now?
I think your stream is kind of busted because of the eclipse. It's like, I don't know, I refreshed it 4 times and it's still like 5 minutes behind.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Jeez. I like no dropped frames or anything.
I think it's Twitch. It might be Twitch.
I might have to readjust my OBS settings because it's probably not like priority anymore.
Reload it.
I like medals. And samples. It's always something. Pretty much always. I swear, if it's a day that ends in Y's and I don't have to worry about this stream setup at some point, is it really a day that ends in Y? Like, I have to melt all my shit. Like, all of it. Just everything. I'm gonna melt every piece of this puzzle.